Hello everyone, and welcome back to some My Summer Car. So, we've had some technical difficulties. Saves are no longer available. We had, computer issues that I'm sure you guys are aware of by this point. Let's get rolling. And here we go. Back into a new game. Let's see what all we've got. Well, we don't still have a functioning car. That's a thing. Let's go ahead and open up the old garage and see what we get. So, oh, that's neat. It looks like a battery charger. Cool. We've done the engine before, and I think we can get through this pretty darn quick. We'll see about throwing some pistons in. Oh, there we go. You guys don't know this, but this is try number 3 to get the recording to work properly. So I did, in fact, actually do the crankshaft without you. Don't hate me. Yeah, they have apparently made things a little bit more difficult, and I've yet to figure out what exactly that means. So yeah, we'll find out. Those are, chances are, a 7. Yeah. I don't know how many of you guys actually like watching this. I mean, I know for me it is incredibly relaxing. It's one of those things I can do to de-stress. And I have never once regretted spending money on it. Actually, if anything, I regret not spending on it sooner. But that's just me. I'm not telling you to go get this, because it's not for everybody. It's kind of like the Dark Souls of car maintenance. Yeah, something like that. Because real car maintenance should not be this difficult. You should not have to do everything from the ground up. Although, that's not to say that you can't, because most cars, you can. Oh, good old trusty Rusty 7. Works on everything. So, watch me miss something incredibly important here real soon. Like, oh, hey, this little guy down here. The camshaft. Where you go? Like that, apparently. And it is not a 7. But I cannot forget to do that and make that the very next thing that I do. Okay, gotta double check every single one of them, because if one of them's a little bit out, they're all a lot out. Now, if whoever that was cutting down a tree wasn't cutting down a tree right now, even though it's a pretty day outside, I'd be enjoying this just a little bit more. Let's see. Oop. There we go. You're 7, you're not a 7. Okay. Let's go ahead and take care of this little dude down here. And is that, that's not an 8. It's maybe a 5? It's absolutely a 5. I just gotta get down here and make sure I don't miss them. Okay, that's a good feeling. There we go. And probably a 9. Or an 8. Yeah, these are 8s. And then you come back and tune them with a screwdriver. Granted, there's a reason this game is set in 1995. It is a lot easier to work on older cars than it is brand new cars. You've got a lot fewer plastic bits that like to break. So you got that going for you. let's see, what else do we need to put on the side? We got a starter that needs to go in. It goes in on the other side, pretty sure. Nope, because that mounts to the plate. Let's see. Got that. That's not going to be hard to fit on. And it goes on there. Oil filter. That does make it a little bit more difficult to get into this bit, which I think goes right there. We go. And once again, it's probably our trusty rusty 7. Let's get the engine about like that. Yeah, that way we can see. Oh no, that kind of looks like a 5. That's apparently not a 5. It is 6. There we go. Okay, that's on there. What else? Wires go onto that. Water pump, but the water pump goes on the timing cover. I wish there was less paint here. There's a timing chain, which goes on, I think, yeah, the camshaft gear. Yeah, that's a big one. It's a 10. And the chain goes to... Where's it up? It's some kind of... Not the... Is that the... Is the drive gear what goes there? No. No. There we go. Timing chain is in the right spot. Once the timing chain is in there, I think we can put... Where'd that other cover? Set it down right there. And it's once again probably a 7. Not a 7. They're 6s. I know I'm going about this a little bit different than I did last time. But, I mean, if I did it the exact same every single time, would it be any fun? No, there wouldn't be any point in making this. Okay, and on top of that goes this guy. Boom, and that takes like an 8. Takes a 7. Yep, whatever it is, it's not the number I call out the first time. Missing one. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. This piece goes on there. Takes the same size. Okay, I'm feeling really good about this. This is going a lot better than I expected. Although I won't truly know until a long time from now. I can stick on the exhaust manifold. There we go. I think that was an 8. Would help if I actually picked up the 8. Yep, it's an 8. For those of you who haven't played my summer car before, I mean, I've already recommended it like twice already. I want to recommend it again. It's good stuff. And even if you don't, just let me know. Like, if you don't care for stuff like my summer car, just let me know. Because I can absolutely do something about it. You know? Because it's me. I think this goes on there. Yep. And it takes like a 9, 10. Wait, that wasn't a 10. This is a 10. Also not a 10. It didn't look like it was smaller than an 8, but maybe, yep, it was a 7. Dang it! I think this episode here is definitely going to determine whether or not we do more My Summer Car on this channel. Because as much as I enjoy it, it kind of takes an audience to make it worth putting it out here. You know? I'm going to have fun playing it either way. The difference is whether or not I share it. And I'm not so sure this is something you guys like. Oh, hey, the phone's ringing. Also, there's no sprint. Okay, somebody wants to buy firewood. I don't know how to do that, so we're not doing it. Let's see. What are we short? We need this plate. And I don't remember where that goes. May actually go in front of the flywheel. I feel kind of dumb for putting this all the way on there without checking to see if the engine plate goes on first. But that is actually some of the fun of doing all this. Yep, it totally went on first. And the reason I remembered that is because the starter bumps up against this plate, and it's got to have a place to mount. And it only makes sense to mount it on the plate, but behind the gear. So yeah. Oh, didn't attach. There we go. Oh, wow. It's like the first time that's ever happened. There's no way that's held on there, but just one. There we go. Well, apparently I can stand inside the engine more than I used to. So that's a thing. Let's see what else. We need the cover, but we don't need the cover that bad. We need oil pan, which we can probably go ahead and put on. And it's nice to already have a 7 in your hands, because if you've already got the 7 in your hands, you already got everything you need to fix the engine. Oh boy. I just wanted to be able to see all the bolts to do them. Now, I don't remember what goes there. Like a oil pump or something, probably. Okay, that's all looking pretty good. Is there an oil pumpy looking thing? There's a fuel pumpy looking thing. Which is probably something that goes... Not on this side, on the other side. Right about there. There we go. See, I'm not crazy. Mechanical fuel pumps are neat. Okay. Got all that down, and I think it takes like a 12? 13? Hope if I actually grab the 13. Yeah, there we go. I was apparently in the ballpark, which is good. That, pick it up. That. Okay, what do we have over here that still needs to go in the engine? There's still some things that could go on the engine. Like this pulley here, which there we go. Like a 10 to me. Not a 10. 9? No. 8? Then it's probably an 11. Yeah, there we go. Now that's on there. We need the alternator. Should go here or here. Just to one side. There we go. And it's probably a 7. It is. Okay. So on the bottom side, there should be something. There's a nut. Maybe an 8. Maybe 10. There we go. Okay, that's on there. It's just not adjusted. So we need a belt for sure. Because we don't have a belt right now. So this will not run with what we currently have. Not a surprise though, because we've done this before. Could put this on there. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. We're good. And then I don't have my trusty rusty 7 anymore, so nothing works. I don't know if you guys saw it in the last episode, but yeah. I had some issues with some stuff being loose over on this side of the engine. There's got to be more. There's no way that's all the bolt. But it might be. You know what? I remember the clutch and clutch assembly thing. Whoops. That through the floor. Going on there sometime. Whoop. Oh, dang it. Less. Nope. That is definitely the same size bolt. Huh. They seem to have automatically tightened themselves. They did. What? That's too cool. But also physically impossible. It's also physically impossible for me to reach in there and shove it in. That's just not a thing that I could do. Much less reach in there and get all the bolts right. Oh, wrong button. The duck and look button is so close to the swap tools button. Six. A 5? No, there was a 7 I had, and they are 5s. Making sure this linkage works out. I think I may be making my town run off camera, just because I don't want to bore you guys with the to town and back again kind of thing. Besides, you guys have already seen that like a million times in the original series. I'm gonna call this season 2.
Painu vittuun, saatana.
Well, I didn't mean to do that, but it happened. I forgot, I need to turn off the subtitles on here. Let's see, are there any other bolts I need to fix? Whatever that is, goes to something. Let's try 9? 9? No, it's not a 9. Actually, standing on the table like this is definitely the best way to go. There we go, that's a 10. I can live with that. I'm pretty sure we're all buttoned up now. We need an intake, we need to mount it into the car, we need to plug in some wires and hoses and fluids and all kinds of good jazz. But before we do that, we need to put the car together. If I remember right, subframe may be the first part. There we go. And it just so happens to be whatever size I was carrying at the moment. Nice. There no bolt on the back end? I seem to remember there being a bolt on the back end. I mean, it's for sure not something I can see. Let's see. What goes... I think it's the wishbones go next. It says front left. I'm assuming it means over on this side. But I think what my problem is that I'm not lifted up. Oh, dang it. See if I can slide that under there. Looks like I can. Yeah, it sure don't sound happy. Yeah, it looks about as tall as we're gonna get. Yep, there were more things to tighten. And we absolutely could not have seen that from where it was. They were like through the ground. Now that'll probably fit. There we go. Let's see, what else? The other wishbone. Need to get those in. Those, once again, happen to be whatever size it is I'm carrying. So whatever size it is that I'm carrying, and I'm sure some of you have already remembered what it is the size that you need to be using on the majority of the body. If it would stop creeping away from me. Okay, got that. Let's see, that goes back. These go in the front. Spindle. Break in the spindle. Okay. At the very least, this gives me proper placement of everything. Okay. Spindle, but I also need these shock, the struts. Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Oops. Okay, definitely spindle needs to go on first. Where's the little bit that it... I don't know. Okay, so both parts just fall right off. It stinks! Is there any putting this in before? There is no. So, let's see. Is there anywhere I could see maybe a going? There's something off here. Don't know what. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Anyway, maybe I can work on the rear real quick. Aha. Cheating physics right here. So just a tip. If you're having trouble putting stuff together, put the rear on first. It'll give you some confidence. There we go. That's fully broken. That's perfectly. get some drum brakes on, then we can get some wheels on. Oh, well, it also helps if you bolt things in. I don't know. We'll sort this out in the next episode. We've made some really good progress on the engine, made basically no progress on the body, but we're getting there. Anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for stopping by, watching this with me. I know I enjoyed making it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did enjoy making it. And I will see you guys in the next one.